start. Honorable Chairman, sir, I thank you for giving me this opportunity to participate in the discussion on the appropriation bill relating to the supplementary demands for grants for the year 2015 to 2016 presented in this House by the Honorable Finance Minister. Sir, being an appropriation bill, there is no other alternative but to give consent to the bill because the government has already made the expenditure and so the parliament has to give sanction as a procedure. The finance minister seeks the permission of this house for the ratification of the expenditure in various departments. At the same time, it is really good to see that every expenditure and income is accounted for by the parliament. This is really very good as far as our system is concerned. But this is also an occasion provided to members of parliament to assess the functioning of the government, which is really related to the policy measures and their implementation. The House has recently discussed the various serious economic situation prevailing in the country. In fact, the Prime Minister himself has admitted that the situation is serious and he has said that we can overcome the situation. I do not like to disagree with the Prime Minister, but at the same time, what measures the government would take to overcome the situation is the most important thing. Sir, Indian economy is witnessing a mix of illness, that is slowdown of economic growth, winding of the current account deficit, depreciation of currency, high inflation, growing fiscal deficit, lack of employment opportunities, etc. After about 6 years, this is the first time that the growth rate has declined to such an extent. This slowdown is due to the poor performance of various sectors. Out of 11 sectors, 6 sectors witnessed lower rate of expansion. Out of these 11 sectors, only the community and social service sector has shown a significant growth. Insurance and business service showed lower growth rate compared to last year. Construction and mining have shown a very severe decline compared to last year. In the field of electricity, gas, and water supply, the growth rate is lower as compared to the last year. Even the service sector is showing a fast declining trend. All these factors have contributed towards the lower growth rate that our country has witnessed since long. How can the government overcome this situation? Since 90s, India has been promoting and strengthening liberal economic policy for better growth rate and to reduce the current account deficit in our country. The current account deficit has now risen to almost 5% as compared to what it was 2 decades back. Then what is the benefit of this liberal policy that the government has been following? The government has now opened our economy to foreign direct investment and foreign institutional investment. Now a new legislation has come before this house through which the government wants to invite more foreign investment. Sir, taking into account all human statistics, our position is not at all satisfactory compared to other South Asian countries. With regard to malnutrition among children, our position is the least among these countries. In the fields of education and health, we are far below to many of the South Asian countries. Sir, a democratic government should give welfare to the people of the country, especially to the poorer sections. According to the report of the United Nations, more than 50% of the assets of our country are controlled by the rich sections of the society. It is very clear that the contribution of the liberal economic policy is for the rich section of our society. An honorable member from the Treasury benches said that India is shining. but I would like to say that the shining is there only in the corporate sector and not among the poor people. It is shocking to see that according to the Planning Commission, a person getting rupees 26 in rural areas and rupees 32 in urban areas was considered to be living above the poverty line category. Now they have raised this limit to rupees 45 in rural areas and rupees 55 in the urban areas. How can they say that? How can the Planning Commission make such an assessment? The purchasing power of the people is declining. One major reason is lack of adequate jobs. The government promotes foreign direct investment, but whether we could create jobs by these new investments. Sir, the job loss has become an alarming feature of our country. The House has witnessed strong protests with regard to the ever increasing price of all items. The prices of food items have gone up. Even the price of onion has also shot up in Delhi. The prices of all essential commodities have gone up.